I love that Australia took one of the most offensive things that you could say to somebody in the US, this side of racial.
I'm not a linguist, I'm just an Australian who swears a lot and who is from a very working class background and who is autistic and has to have things explained. So I asked, I was like why? And my dad explained it to me as if someone needs you to be respectable, they're not a fucking safe person. They're going to use respectability politics to apply systemic violence to you. Okay, and that is why I was taught at a very fucking young age, ACAB, all cops are bastards. All right? And that people who seek roles of authority are never to be fucking trusted because they're always power hungry fuckwits. Right? Right. Okay, so people who expect you to be on your best manners all the time, who don't allow any display of emotion, who will, if you swear, that, like, we are a colonial society. We are the youngest, as far as I know, the youngest Western colonial society. Okay, and the population here is largely neurodivergent. Okay, so there's a ton of there's a higher rate of autism and ADHD in Australia. I think, I don't know where I got that statistic from. I'd have to go and look it up, but I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. But yeah, we have a high neurodivergent population. We were extremely egalitarian in the 80s. It started dying off in the 90s. But in the 80s, there was my dad used to tell this joke all the time that he could see Bob Hawke mowing the lawn of Parliament House. And I always believed him because why wouldn't the Prime Minister mow his own lawn? He's got grass, it needs to be cut. It just never occurred to me that there was like that was a joke. I didn't realize until a couple of decades later that I had never actually seen Bob Hawke mowing the lawn of Parliament House, but Dad would point it out every time. Oh, look, there's Bob Hawke mowing the lawn. All right, and where? They thought it was hilarious because I just believed them. But in Australia, like I grew up being taught that everyone is equal, everyone is human, we all have human rights, and I thought they meant it literally. So I didn't understand until I was in university that there is actually a class system in Australia, but you don't pick up on it if you're not university educated. It's very, very, very hidden here. So you can joke with your boss a lot of the time. Only if you were neurotypical, you would know that there's a limit to that. I'm not neurotypical, so I didn't know there was a limit to that. Yeah, I ended up working in the career that is the most egalitarian because, like, you can figure it out. But it is not a career where respectability matters. It is not a career where being disingenuous will get you far with people. It's a career where you need to be very, very sure of yourself and you need to be very, very kind to other people, or you can do serious harm or you could get seriously damaged. Okay, that worked out well for me. I don't know if there's any other society on the planet that I could actually do as well in as I have done, because I don't believe in social class or rank. And in Australia, the way that you show acceptance, trust, etc., is to call someone a cunt. They cunt. All right. And if you're really unsure of someone, you might try to establish that, like, you're unsure of them by going, mate, are we okay here, mate? But yeah, you would show closeness, affection, trust, and community spirit by being vulgar, because vulgarity is not acceptable in polite society, and polite society is fucking dangerous for people who don't believe in class or rank or, yes, sir, right away, sir. you know, authoritarian nonsense did not go down well here until John Howard took over, and then he just enabled all the fuckwits, and it's been kind of rank here ever since. So anyway, I've talked for 5 minutes. It's not my fault. TikTok changed the time limit. You have a fantastic day. I'm going to go and eat my breakfast. Have a good one. Great question, by the way. I really did enjoy thinking about that.